Okay, so we have two vector A adding vector B, and you're looking for a resultant. So first of all, you have to draw the resultant, right? The resultant is going from the starting point A, the tail of A. Excuse my pen. This is not supposed to be like this. So that's my R vector. So if you want to use Pythagorean SOHCAHTOA to find it, so first step, we're going to draw a rectangle around the triangle. So basically, we have three individual sides, right? And each side can be treated as the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. Just go ahead, draw the rectangle around it. Okay, make sure it's touching each side. Okay, well, it doesn't look like it. I mean, depends on the shape, depends on how long the vectors are. Usually it's a rectangle. A square is a special rectangle, okay? So, how many right angle triangle do you see? Right angle triangle. The center one, it may look like one, but it's not one, okay? Since we draw the rectangle, we know each corner is a right angle. So how many right angle triangle do we see here?
3.
Very good, it's 3. So we have right angle right here. That's your right angle triangle A. That's your right angle triangle B. That's your right angle triangle R, right? So as I mentioned yesterday, that I'm gonna do the red for the rectangle. So R, the red dotted line is what we're looking for, right? And it is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle at the bottom. So if we can find the Y, and then if we can find the X, so those are our A and B, right? And we can find the C. Can we find the C? So basically, in the R triangle, we have A, X, and Y, which is A and B. We can find a C. So in short, our resultant can be the A squared plus the B squared and square root. So far so good. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, and C equals square root of A squared plus B squared. That makes sense?
No.
Anybody else?
Is it a given? The what you wrote at the top, like it's more of a given?
Yes, well, that is more of a given based on the A squared plus B squared equal C squared. And C, which is our resultant, you know how you get rid of square? You square root both sides, right? The resultant, or the C, equal to A squared plus B squared. All right? So, in this right angle triangle, the bottom one, the R, our A can be the X, our B can be the Y, right? So if we can find the X and Y, you can find the resultant. However, we don't have any information to find those, okay? So what do we have here? We have another two right angle triangle, okay? We have this is AX, AY. This is the BX, BY. So if we use the trigonometry of the right angle triangle, which is a SOHCAHTOA, we can find each component, the X and Y for the A, X and Y for the B, and we can find our actual X and Y. Yes?
How do you know which side is X and Y?
I'm sorry?
How do you know which side is X
Oh, whoa, I forgot to label the angle. Oh no, x is horizontal. Usually horizontal is x, vertical is y. I just use that to represent the, different side. You can label however you want, however you understand it. Okay, so the angle here this is 40 degree. The other one is 60, 45. Okay, so let's look at triangle A. Okay, triangle A is the one with the A as the resultant. Okay, on the left corner up. So right here, since this vector is at 40 degree, and then that means the opposite, the alternative interior angle is also 40 degree. Okay, so that 40 degree will be our theta. Reminder, SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So in the triangle of A, since the 40 is our theta, then our AY, the vertical line, is our opposite or adjacent. Adjacent is the side that connect to the angle. So you see that AX is actually the line that touching the 40, right? So AX is actually our adjacent. The AY is our opposite. Okay? So based on the SOHCAHTOA right here, we know the opposite cross multiply is the sine theta times hypotenuse, and then adjacent equal cosine theta times hypotenuse. So in short, just remember, vertical one, the y, will be sine theta times hypotenuse. Will always be the sine, okay? And then the x, the adjacent, the x, the horizontal one will always be the cosine, right here, okay? So that tells us, in order to find AY, AY equal to, since it's y, so it's sine theta. Theta is the amount of degree. So 40 degree times 10 meter equal what? What did I say? 6.3? 6.3 meter. Ooh. You use a calculator. You just punch in sine 40, close parentheses, times 10. Okay?
Wait, what? Sine?
Yeah, you just use calculator, putting sine 40, close parentheses, times 10. Okay. So your AX, the horizontal one, is cosine 40 times 10 is 7.7 meter. All right. Same idea to find BX and BY. Why don't you try it? BX and BY. All right, so you use the same method. You find the Y and X component of the triangle for the vector B. Then after that, let's take a look. So ultimate goal for us is to find the y component of the resultant and x component of the resultant, right? So let's take a look at x. Since this is a rectangle, the upper side is the same as the lower side, right? So this side, Rx, the whole thing will be equivalent to what? The whole thing on top. How do we get the whole thing on top? We already have the AX and BX. How do you get the whole thing on top? What do you do? You add them up, right? You add them up. So AX is this side, right? What is that? AX is this side and BX is that side. So you add them up together, you get the whole thing, correct? So RX equal AX plus BX. Then you add two numbers up, 7.7 plus 7.5, you got 13.2 meter. Then you need to do the Y. How you get the Y? Again, the Y is right here, right? And then that is equal to the longer side, BY, subtracting the shorter side AY, then you can get the yellow part. You see that? So RY is equal to BY subtract AY equal to 13 minus 6.3, you got 6.7 meter. Now once you find the RX and RY, you just plug these two numbers back into the original equation, you can find the length. Yes?
Is the x equal ax and the y equal by? Is the x always going to be plus and the y is always going to be
No.
minus?
It depends on what type of shape you have.
So how do you find like what's going to
Well, that's why you have to draw the picture first. You have to draw the diagram first. So through the diagram, you can figure out, okay, is my X or Y is the longer side or the shorter side? Yeah. Because sometimes it doesn't give you, sometimes the triangle can be upside down or sideways. So which one is longer or shorter, it really depends on what kind of shape you have. Okay? All right, so after that, the last part is finding the direction. Okay, finding the direction. Since our angle or direction is going down, so what we're looking for, the angle is really, what is this angle, right? This is our theta. But that theta is not part of the triangle. So you know the parallel side, the alternative interior angle is the same. So that theta is equivalent to this angle. You see that alternative interior side angle. So that angle can be found using theta equal tangent inverse opposite over adjacent. Which one's our opposite? The y is our opposite, right? So tangent inverse the ry, which is 6.7, divided by 13.2, and you will get an angle, and then that angle will be southeast, okay? So your final answer will be, for example, your final answer is like 17.5 meter at 30 degrees south of east. Okay, that will be your final answer. By the way, this answer I just made up. It's not an exact number, but that's the way you answer it.